India will join the rest of the world in celebrating the 10th edition of World Radio Day tomorrow, which is being commemorated today. The day will be celebrated under the theme New World, New Radio. Joining me in the studio now to talk about how the day will be celebrated is the Communication and Information Program Officer at the Namibia National Commission for UNESCO, Rosalia Nuuyoma. Good morning, ma'am, and thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Now, the Namibia National Commission for UNESCO was established on the 21st of January in 1992 in accordance with the Constitution of the Republic of Namibia. It operates as an organ under the Ministry of Higher Education. What is the aims and objectives of the Commission?
Indeed, the National Commission was established by Cabinet and so forth in accordance with the Article 7 of the UNESCO Constitution that then facilitate or promote the associating of governmental and non-governmental bodies in education, human and social science, culture, information communication for the work of UNESCO. Now, of course, the National Commission is mandated to ensure that it provides technical assistance as well as advice to our structure of the National Commission, as well as our permanent delegation office in Paris. More so that it ensures that Namibia derives maximum benefits from the UNESCO resources and expertise for the development of the fields that I just mentioned.
Mm-hmm. Now, according to UNESCO, radio is over 110 years old. This means it's 110 years of evolution, connection, and innovation. Now, talk to us about UNESCO's role in using radio as a medium to disseminate information.
You know, UNESCO as an organization and its member states, that is, of course, inclusive of Namibia, it is there to promote the fundamental freedoms that, of course, most especially the freedom of expression. Now, radio over the years really has been one of the medium that has been transmitting information to the public or to the largest in a very broader manner. Now, UNESCO has been promoting communication through radio and actually for over more than 50 years per se. So in 1940s, UNESCO itself have also set up a recording studio in its international headquarters in Paris, which over the years has been broadcasting content or program that were also then broadcasted on different radio stations across around the world. And that only indicates the importance of radio within the organization. So fast forward then, in 2011, actually, the 37th General Conference of UNESCO then proclaimed the 13th of February to be celebrated as the World Radio Day. And the following year, in December 2012, then the 67th session of the United Nations General Assembly endorsed that. And currently, or this year, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the World Radio Day.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now, as the world celebrates this 10th anniversary, talk to us about the importance of this medium.
You know, I like to say that radio have really stood the test of time as a medium of communication. And especially, its work was very evident during this COVID-19 pandemic, or still. Mm-hmm. Now, over the years, we all know that radio has been that medium that has been part of our families, that medium that our community, regardless of where they find themselves, that is the medium that they await to receive information. So radio become our friends in our household, radio become our medium of entertainment, and radio become our informative for better knowledge or understanding programs and policies of all that we do in our offices. So it's a medium really that has, as I said, stand that has the capacity to reach a broader spectrum in one go. And of course, it needs to be celebrated.
Mm-hmm. As I mentioned earlier, Ms. Nuuyoma, the day will be celebrated under the theme New World, New Radio. Mm-hmm. Talk to us about this theme.
New World, New Radio is a demonstration to the testament of how radio evolves as the world changes. And this year the theme is celebrated in 3 sub-themes per se.
Okay.
So we are looking at new world, new radio in terms of connectivity, that radios continue as the world changes, it continues to be the one medium of service to our society in making sure of information dissemination and accessible of information. As the world changes, radio remains evolving, meaning it becomes part of us. It becomes, it changes with our lifestyle as a society as we move forward. And of course, radio over the years, it still continues to adapt and evolve. Therefore, it's a theme that will also be further unpacked by our panel discussion panelists, as the ED of MICT just mentioned.
All right. Now, how is NATCOM and UNESCO celebrating the day?
You know, NATCOM and UNESCO will celebrate the day like all other important partners in ensuring that the day is celebrated. And of course, the day itself is tomorrow, but of course, there's plan to commemorate it today at the Government Communication Center, whereby there will be, as I said, a panel discussion, but also the event will be then gazed by the Honorable Deputy Minister of ICT, as well as the UNESCO country representative and head of office. So we are just joining the rest of the world in celebrating today. Of course, it is the ideologies of the Namibia National Commission to decentralize the celebration of the day. But due to COVID, that is the route we somehow took, so that we are within the measures of the COVID protocol.
All right. Do you have any final remarks?
I would really like to possibly also congratulate our media personality, the women and men that normally are behind radio stations, that continues to provide information even during the most difficult time when just COVID hit. And of course, it's them that also make what radio is. And really, when this unknown pandemic started, there was a lot of disinformation and misinformation, and they really tried to fight that in giving the correct information. So thank you, and it's their day today. But as well, in the same light, we would like to encourage our media industry to join the government as they host the Global World Press Freedom Day from the 3rd of May. From the 1st of May to the 3rd of May, and the 30th anniversary of the Windhoek Declaration, to just start giving information as well as educating people on the importance of media freedom.
All right. Well, Ms. Nuuyoma, it was a pleasure having you on our program this morning.
It's all my pleasure. Thank you.
Well, I was in conversation with Rosalia Nuuyoma, who is the Communication and Information Program Officer at the Namibia National Commission for UNESCO. And she was talking to us about the commemoration of World Radio Day, which is usually on the 13th of February annually. And it is being commemorated today at the Government Information Center. We will